In May 2011, when I was 31 years old, I was found outside the entrance to my home, unconscious and nearly dead by a paramedic returning home from work. I had suffered a severe right-sided brain injury and the cause is unknown. I was rushed to the Coventry Walsgrave Hospital, where I had a section either side of my skull removed to relieve the pressure on my brain. I was mentally unconscious for 9 months, and after 3 more operations and having my skull replaced with titanium, I awoke. I could not move or speak, and it was considered wonderful that I'd woken up and could engage. I then had months in a disabled state, learning to speak, sit, eat and walk again, and these were the most difficult things I've ever done. My consultant shared with me that my recovery went against medical science, and the facts suggest I should be severely disabled now. He felt my positive nature and my attitude to try my best had achieved something incredible. I'm here today because it's important that everyone understands how the PGA's Benevolent Fund gave me so much help in motivating this desire to make these achievements. At a stage where I was being hoisted out of bed and learning to use my wheelchair again, my mum came in to see me and said, "David Wright, a director from the PGA, has asked to come and visit you." I was amazed at what use a disabled, what felt like ex-PGA pro had to him. In his role, I pictured him being really busy with important things, and I didn't feel like me in my state was one of them, for the PGA or him. I really look forward to his visit, and anyone that's ever met him will know his character. He was friendly and interested in me, my journey, and showed my recovery was important to him and the PGA. He kept in contact with me and my family regularly. We met numerous times and had a game of golf together as I was finding my game again in my recovery. In the last few months I was in hospital, and as I got released I was in trouble financially. It wasn't shown to me as my family were looking after everything, but they didn't have the funds to pay my mortgage and for me. For months after my release I was only allowed to be working 10 hours a week, so I wasn't in a position to keep my home. David met with me and asked to see the costs I had and what I had left to pay anything. He then went away and came back with a plan for the coming months, including my membership payment, so I could return back to work as a PGA member and slowly build up my life again. My recovery is my finest achievement. I think I was kept strong by the people that cared for me, and the PGA's Benevolent Fund played a big part in this. David's interest, the Benevolent Fund's help in making sure I could survive to concentrate on rebuilding my life meant so much to me at the time, and does now. There was no other help available if the PGA's Benevolent Fund didn't exist. I didn't know where my compulsory £5 contribution went to. I understood nothing about the charity, and even when I was in severe trouble, I didn't think the charity would have any interest in me, but it did. Our PGA have a charity that every member should cherish and be really proud of. We have a charity that will do anything it can to help us and just us, and many people cross out the £5 they're asked to give at membership. I was only 31 years old, and without the support I received, my life could be very different now. Anything can happen to anyone at any time, and the Benevolent Fund is there to help all of us. The money is spent on things that are so important to rebuilding our lives. We get asked to do and donate lots to charity for our golf clubs, so I'd love us to appreciate and support our charity a little bit more. You may never need it, but it will help someone just like you do so much more in rebuilding their life again. When I was in training, I used to get told social rules that you got told, and they still play on my mind now. Why don't all members get told and donate the proceeds from one 30-minute lesson a year to the fund? Why can't we do a day's teaching a year and assign this money to the fund to help us all? 7,500 members giving £20 would equal £150,000. At the moment, I think 25% of members don't even give the £5 we're asked to at membership renewals. Those members shouldn't be able to cross this through, and raising our awareness should at least double what we currently manage to raise. I'm going to use my Benevolent Fund Day to offer a Ryder Cup style event open to as many people as I can get at my city centre public course. We'll all have great fun during the day, and my efforts will raise as much as I can manage. I know it will add so much more to another member's life when they really need the help. We all need to be a little bit more aware of how much this fund does to help us, so we can raise a lot more money and look after each other a lot better.